So the importance of technical documentation. Technical documentation is documents that show what the code or application is doing without having to go deep into the code itself. And so the main advantage here of technical documentation is the ability to quickly understand what is going on inside of your application without having to have a technical background. So as we can see on the left, there is a Java class of a calculator, and without knowing how the Java code works, we can see what the calculator does and what each of the methods inside of the calculator can do. What this allows is for quickly onboarding of new team members so that they don't have to deep dive into the code to understand what they're going to be working with. Along with there is nice documentation that can be shared outside of the developer ecosystem. So you can bring back your documentation to the business, and if they're not technical people, they'll still be able to gain use from the documents that we have. So there are forms of document generation that can be done automatically, such as using JavaDoc for Java code or PyDoc for Python code. There's also open API specs that you can use to document your web services. And all of these allow for documentation to be generated based off of the code that you have written. And so what we have here is a CI/CD pipeline that has the document generation as the third step in the pipeline. So after the code is built and tested, we generate the documentation, and then we deploy the actual code and generate the report. And so now we have the running code and the most up-to-date documentation from that code available that can be published to a web server or stored back in the Git repository. However you choose to store and save your documentation. It can be done automatically and built into your CI/CD pipeline. So most of these automatic documentation tools work by reading the code, the comments that you put in your code. So well-commented code will lead to good automatically generated documentation, and will save you time in the long run of having to generate that documentation later.